Hello everybody, Xanathar here, and today I am going to be talking about Kamen Rider Amazon. I've been wanting to talk about the show for a while, and this review is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be talking about the characters I really liked, so let's do it. Let's talk about Kamen Rider Alpha, Jin Tateyama. Jin lives with his girlfriend Naraha, and those scenes can be very cute, but you can tell in the relationship it's not the best. Um, Jin created the Amazons, and he wants to kill all the Amazons. So he infects himself as an Amazon, and his goal goes so far in killing himself, wanting to do that. Um, Jin can be very goofy at times and really funny, but he can be also very much of a badass too. But he also can be very horrifying when Tala happens. What Tala is basically this acid rain sort of thing that only kills Amazons, and he gets badly scarred because of it and starts eating Amazons. So, because he's badly scarred, he eventually gets Nanaha pregnant. Then he finds out when he heals and tries to kill the baby because of the Amazon, and Haruka blinds him, and he tries to hunt down Chihiro, and eventually he finds out his beloved Nanaha is an Amazon because of getting booked to Chihiro, and he needs a kill, and it's very painful for him, but he does it anyways, and eventually kills Chihiro with Haruka. In the Last Judgment, Jin is being used to make Amazons for food, and eventually he breaks out and he fights Sigma and kills Sigma with a very awesome death for Sigma. That's one of my favorite death scenes. Um, Eventually you see Jin fight Haruka, and the last fight, and it's a very animalistic fight. It's very awesome to watch, very bloody, and eventually Jin gets killed by Haruka, and the last thing you see is Naraha. Now we're taught about Haruka, Kamen Rider Omega. Haruka lives with his Sutta and mother. Basically, what he is, his mother ejected her cells in Amazon cells and made Haruka, and basically has amnesia. And basically, he don't want to take his medicine, so he starts finding out he's an Amazon, and he transforms. Eventually, gets a belt because of Naraha, and he transforms, and he tries to fight Jin, but then he joins the extermination group and teams up with Jin occasionally. But then he finds out Amazons are not as bad he thought they were. He realizes they can be good, and he wants to start detecting Amazons as real people. So he forms his own little Amazon pat and fights off Jin to save his Amazon pat. And that's basically it with Season 1. In Season 2, there's not much. Basically, he tries to kill Chihiro, and he gains a new form too. So in The Last Judgment, Haruka is the last Amazon, and eventually he's getting hunted down by the extermination group, and he meets the Amazon on farm, and he's working with the old extermination group. Eventually he fights Alpha Sigma and loses his new form, and he's badly injured and needs to eat one of the Amazon kids, and then he fights Jin and kills Jin, and eventually tries to kill himself, but he imagines Sutta getting a pet thought, and he rides off his motorcycle one last time. Let's talk about now Mamoru. Mamoru, at first I thought he was annoying, but he grew on me so very much. He loves cheeseburgers, and he loves his teammates. He makes friendship with Haruka. It's a very nice friendship. Um, and in one scene that broke my heart was after when he just got the team back together. You see a flashback to the Amazon restaurant where they're eating people. He finds a burger on the ground, eats it, not knowing it was human meat, and burgers don't taste good to him anymore. And he keeps looking at his friends and licking his lips, and his tongue gets so bad he whips off his friend's arm and starts eating it. And it's such a heartbreaking scene, they can't even shoot him, and eventually he realizes what he does, and he runs away, and Haruka finds him and has him join the Amazon Pat. In Season 2, Mamoru is now the leader of the Amazon Pat, and he'd been affecting people as Amazons with the original cells, and he is far more grown up now. He's tired of Amazons getting killed by people, and he kind of wanted to turn all people into Amazons, and he is not friends with the extermination group anymore. And when the extermination finds out about Naraha and tries to kill her, Jin holds her and kills her, and they shoot her water off, and Mamoru steps into it and gets killed, and it's such a heartbreaking scene. Now let's talk about Chihiro. Chihiro is the son of Jin and Naraha. Chihiro is only 5 years old, and he always thought he ate his mom, but he never did. His mom transformed into an Amazon after giving birth to him. He's in the Winter, so his cells can transform people into Amazons. And because of that, Haruka hunts him down, because he's too dangerous. Jin wants to kill him because he is an Amazon. Eventually, he joins the extermination group, and that's where he meets Yu. Yu, he falls in love with, basically, on the spot. And what is a Sigma type? Sigma is when one of the oldest extermination group members got eaten by an Amazon, and they injected cells into his dead body and basically came back as an Amazon. But basically, he's a robot, kind of. Gives orders and does anything. Eventually, this Sigma gets killed by Jin and Mamoru and Haruka. She gets her memories back slowly because of Chihiro, and Chihiro goes berserk, and they both escape, but Yu is dying because of her arm brace. Eventually, Jin and Haruka find Chihiro and batter him and kill him. And the last thing you see is a bloody up Jin and Haruka, and then you see the arm braces. I really love Season 1. I give it a 10 out of 10. It's such a great season. I love Jin in it so much, and Mamoru's scenes are so adorable as well. Season 2 is not as good as Season 1, but I give it a 7 out of 10. I really love the scene where Jin comforts his son before his last moments. Now let's talk about The Last Judgment. Judgment, I give it an 8 out of 10. It's really good. I love it. So, that's it with this video. Like and subscribe. Sanafar out.